Hello guys, first of all, I want to apologise for the husky voice. I've got another chest infection by the sounds of it. Secondly, I am in non-school uniform and there is a good reason for that. But first of all, welcome back to the channel. Right then everyone, it is 7:05 on a Sunday evening. And you're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing in there on a Sunday evening? Now, there is a reason, guys, and it's because I am extremely excited. So Friday, I was very, very excited because we had delivery of the BMW E36 M3 engine that we have now got out the crate. You can see there, obviously looking distinctly second-hand, but absolutely everything on it. I mean, you imagine if we bought a bare engine, how much time it would take to just gain all the rest of the stuff that's got to go on it. So we're over the moon with that. Everything else is down there, prop shaft, spare inlet manifold, the Renault master cylinder that you need, everything's there, ready to go in the E30. We're obviously going to be stripping this and be going completely through it, give it the Bareham lick, as they call it, and this thing's going to look like brand new by the time we're finished with it. But the reason I'm in here tonight, guys, is yesterday, which was Saturday, I was told that the body kit was going to be turning up. So I had an email in the morning saying they're going to be arriving with you from Poland between 2 and 3 o'clock. I hung around from sort of 1. Isaac was doing a job in here anyway, so I hung around with him. I hung around till about 3:10. Now, I had to be in Taunton, which is about 50 miles away, at 4 o'clock. So I emailed the chap. I said, look, are they coming? Because I've got to be somewhere. He said, let me get hold of them. Next thing, I had a phone call off a number. It was a Polish chap. He said, we have just left Southampton. Sorry for the delay, but we're going to be with you about 6:30. And I was like, I can't believe this. I said, I've got to be out. So fortunately, my good father-in-law, Ray, that you've probably seen on the channel before, he came in and met them. They were here at 6:30. The body kit has arrived. It's the main piece that I've been bothered about. So the guy did keep to his word. Have to give him that. We haven't opened it yet. I've ripped the top off that box just to have a look in, but I haven't seen any of it yet. But as you can tell, this is the first time I've seen it. Ray brought it in last night. He took the keys home to Ilfracombe, and he's brought them back to me now, and I've just whipped straight down here to have a look, see what it's like. From first look in the box, it looks a fantastic product. So that is why I'm down here, guys. I'm going to get it out of the box in a minute, but the next bit you'll be seeing about that will be obviously tomorrow, Monday, when I'm in school uniform, and Paul, Isaac and I will get that out of the box, lay it out, and see what we got, see what the quality's like. But guys, what I want to do, I just want to quickly head in the office, and I want to explain to you, because it's something that's been bothering me slightly, just from reading the comments, the messages, etc. Something that's been bothering me, obviously, because we've introduced this E30 into the channel. I've been reading comments as we do, because you know, a lot of people say, why do you even bother reading the comments? Like, there's obviously going to be people that like some stuff, some people that don't like others. But we really care about all the comments. We care about what people think of the channel. We want to try. I know you can't please everyone, but we do like to try. And if we can't and we upset people, we like to try and explain on the channel as to why we're doing things and why we're putting it on the channel. So I just want to take this time. I've been meaning to tell you guys something for quite a while anyway, about myself, but this is a perfect opportunity really to sort of introduce a bit of history about myself really, and how I come to start the channel, even buy the business, etc. So I'll just set the camera up on the stand there and I'll just explain to you guys a little bit more about my past really. So guys, from reading the comments, we're getting mixed sort of opinions about bringing the E30 onto the channel. I understand that a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers subscribe to this channel because of the engineering processes we do. They like the engines, they like the engineering, the machines, etc. But the idea of this channel for me was not just to show what we do, but to show us as a business. Now, that is the reason that I do these sit-down chats about the warranty claims, customers, get really in depth in the business. I know a lot of people like that. Even more so the small business owners, they love it because they go through all the same things, no matter what the business is all about. But for me, the channel was really about everything we do here, all the goings on, more about what I go through the life of running a business, really. About 12 years ago, when I was 32, I basically ended up with a mental health illness. Prior to this, I could do anything. I went everywhere. I worked for 3 British Superbike teams, so I was travelling all over the country. Absolutely loved travelling. Nothing seemed to bother me. We could go on nights out. I used to go nights out in London from here, come back the next morning driving. Nothing seemed to affect me until one day we were up in the Midlands celebrating my sister's birthday, and driving home on the motorway, I was tired and I ended up having a panic attack. Now, at the time, I didn't realise it was a panic attack. All I wanted to do was get home. The fear that overcome me, the feeling of having a panic attack, the physical symptoms were just horrendous, completely threw me. I'd never experienced anything like it before, and I just wanted to get home. I managed to get home. Now, the nearer I got to home, the better I felt. I was absolutely fine for about a week, completely forgot all about it, thought, what the hell was that all about? Until a friend of mine were heading up to Castle Combe, actually, to a car show. Now, as soon as I left Barnstaple, headed on down the link road towards the motorway, these feelings came on again. And I had a panic attack. My friend had to drive. I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't explain to him because I didn't know what was happening to me. And the closer I got to Castle Combe, all through Castle Combe, panic attack, all day, until I got home. And now what happened over the next 3 months was my range from home got shorter and shorter between having panic attacks. So my world was closing in. My comfort zone was getting smaller and smaller. Now, what had happened on that first panic attack coming back from the Midlands was I developed a panic disorder. It was gradually turning into agoraphobia. Now, later on down the line, we're talking 2, 3, 4 years down the line, I managed to get a really good CBT therapist. Although I'd had 2 or 3 therapists and I'd had hypnotherapists, nothing seemed to work. I got a really good therapist who really made me understand the language of anxiety. What happened to me was, I had a panic disorder. It developed into agoraphobia and then depression. People that go through mental health, guys, if you've never experienced, you won't understand, and I hope you never do. But anxiety is a language. Everyone has the language in them, but not many people can speak it. Once you can speak the language, once you can understand it, you know what it's all about. That is where I ended up. I ended up down my mum's in my sister's bedroom, couldn't leave the bedroom for about 3 months. I proper lost control of my mind, really. I was reading books upside down, completely gone with the fairies. In the end, I had to go and I was that bad, I had to get to the doctors to get prescribed some tablets. And I had to go there with a towel over my head because I could not leave the room. It was too much for me. So that's where I was, guys, and that was about 12 years ago. How does that lead us on to the E30? Well, same with the kit car. I managed to get therapy. I managed to get in control of it. I mean, a lot of people that were in my situation never really recover. They always end up with some sort of agoraphobia, panic disorder for the rest of their lives. I was determined to overcome it. So I pushed the boundaries. I tried to understand this language. I got to speak the language of anxiety, understanding what it's all about. I was a very sort of controlled person, so that was how I got so bad, because my therapist said that I like to be in control of my own life, everything around me, whereas anxiety you can't control. If you try and control it, it's worse. You need to go with the flow. So that's what I taught myself to do. Go with the flow. Don't worry about the symptoms. Just go with it. Now, bear in mind, I had every symptom known to man. I had the heart palpitations, the dizziness, you know, all that, the sweats, the whole shooting match. I had the whole lot. In and out of hospital, left, right and centre, thinking there was something physically wrong with me, but there wasn't. It was just anxiety. So, about 5-6 years later, I was sort of on the road to normality. Although I still did like routine. Anxiety and panic, they do like routine. If you step outside that routine, it's outside your comfort zone, don't like it. Now the problem we've got, and this is where I lead on to the kit cart and the E30. We live down in Devon. We're quite some way from even a motorway. You know, we're right out in the sticks, right down in the southwest. We don't have to travel that far in our own little world down here, and not many people do. But that was a problem for me because I've got this fixed program in my brain where if I go anywhere near a motorway, I've basically developed a fear of them. So if I go onto a motorway, panic sets in and the old memories come flooding back. So the kit car originally and this E30, mainly for me, is to not just to go out and meet our subscribers, which is a perfect way of getting to mix. Obviously, we're going to have our name on the cars. It's great advertising. Yes, of course, there is an element of us going out playing, and some people have commented, don't bother, you know, we don't want to hear what you're doing when you're playing, just go on about work. It is part of work. It's a great advertising. It's great to come out and meet you guys. But for me, it's a fantastic way of getting out, practicing, driving to these circuits on a motorway, on A roads, stuff like that, on link roads. It's all a bit of an issue for me. And the more I do it, the more I progress. If I don't do it, if I don't progress, I can't take my family on holiday. I can't, you know, what is a small deal to anyone else is a major deal for me in my head, you know. So I'm not ashamed of it, hence why I'm telling thousands of people about it. There seems to be this stigma that men can't talk about mental health issues. It's a big thing these days. You see it on social media all the time. But yeah, been through the wars the last 10 or 12 years, guys, and just trying to come out the other side of it. So for me, what I have found is, apart from the travelling, the actual anxiety side of it, I can speak the language of anxiety. I seem to be able to deal, in some respects, I can deal with pressure more than I used to be able to, and more than some people can. I notice anxiety in people that they don't even know what they're suffering. Hence why I suppose I've achieved all I've achieved in the last 6 years with buying the business, doing this, doing that, you know, these projects, building the business, starting the YouTube channel. It's all progression for me. But sometimes I overdo it. I'm always having to accomplish things, push myself. And I get to stages in my life where I can feel the pressure, I can feel the stress building up. But because I can control it so much subconsciously, I don't even realise I'm getting stressed. And my wife, she notices it and she says, listen, you need to calm down, settle down, go and relax. And that's what I have to do. So, yeah, as I say, guys, that is the reason we're showing the E30 on the channel. It's a major thing for us in all sort of avenues. But more so, as I say, for me to get out and about, get around the country a little bit more, to be honest with you. But yeah, people are suggesting, why don't you start a second channel? We're not going to do that, guys. At the end of the day, it's Barham Engines. I know it's about engines, but it's about Barham Engines. This is a company. The E30 is one thing we are doing within this company, and we just want to show everyone what we're doing. If there's some people that don't like it, then, you know, there's plenty of other stuff to watch, I suppose. We don't want anyone to go anywhere. Just stick around for the stuff you do like. But yeah, it's a big thing for us, guys. It's a major achievement for myself. And I'm sorry if it bothers anyone, but yeah, that's what it's all about. It's my channel, and I'm sort of I'm showing everything that we've accomplished, and that I want to show at the end of the day. So those guys that do enjoy it, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. If there's any of you guys out there that have ever suffered with mental illness, please feel free to comment down below if you fancy letting us know some of your stories. Really be interested in that. And yeah, thanks ever so much for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. So guys, it's Monday. I'm back. It's the end of the day, unfortunately, but I've done some footage. We've been over to take some stuff over to Mikey Dove today. Gone to pick up a bonnet from Dave at Asprey Motorworks, but you'll see more of that on the Wednesday. But thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Sorry it was a little bit of a, I suppose, a negative, but had to be said. You guys, I suppose, had to know. Until another video, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on Wednesday's video. Cheers, guys.